Greetings to everyone. My name is Kushagra Chopra. I am currently pursuing BTech LLB and I am currently in 10th semester. My SAP ID is 5000 70389 and my roll number is 23. Today I am presenting on the topic analytical study of digital evidence in cybercrime. Now we will see in short what is digital evidence and how it is related to cybercrime. Investigation and prosecution of cybercrime both heavily rely on digital evidence. Cybercrime is now a pervasive and growing threat to people, business, and governments due to the development of digital technology and the internet. Information that is electronically kept or sent, such as computer files, emails, posts on social medias, and internet browsing history, is referred to as digital evidence. Hacking, identity theft, online fraud, and cyberstalking are just a few of the crimes that cybercriminals frequently perpetrate using digital technologies, which are some basic cybercrimes that happens and are very much frequent worldwide. For the purpose of locating and prosecuting cybercriminals, law enforcement authorities and digital forensics specialists rely on digital evidence. Information about a suspect's behavior, intentions, and relationships can be found in digital evidence. Digital evidence can also be altered or destroyed, which can jeopardize its validity and capacity to be used as evidence in court. Therefore, in order to protect the legitimacy and integrity of digital evidence, investigators must adhere to strict rules for gathering, and preserving, and analyzing the digital evidence. Cybercrime cases that involve digital evidence raise complicated legal, ethical, and technical challenges include chain of custody, privacy, and the admission of evidence in court. The use of digital evidence will continue to be a crucial weapon for law enforcement and digital forensics professionals in battling cybercrime as it continues to develop and become more sophisticated. Now we will look in deep what is digital evidence and cybercrime. Information that has been stored or transmitted in binary format and is admissible in court is known as digital evidence. It can be located, among other places, on the hard drive of a computer and a cell phone. Cybercrime, sometimes known as e-crime, such as child pornography or credit card fraud, is frequently linked to digital proof. However, not just cybercrime is increasingly prosecuted using digital evidence, other forms of crimes as well. For instance, crucial information about a suspect's intent, whereabouts at the time of a crime, and relationship with other suspects may be found in their email or mobile phone files. Law enforcement agencies are integrating the gathering and processing of digital evidence, commonly known as computer forensics or digital forensics and cyber forensics, into its infrastructure in an effort to combat electronic crime and to gather pertinent digital evidence for all offences. The requirement to prepare police to gather digital evidence and stay up with quickly changing technologies such as computer operating system is a challenge to law enforcement agencies. Some there are cyber forensic labs to process and analyze digital evidence, and tools are being used there to get the information that is required and whatever we can get from digital evidences. For example, in 2005, a floppy disk led to investigators to the BTK serial killer who eluded police past 31 years and claimed lives of at least 10 victims. Criminal action that uses or targets a computer network, or a network device is known as cybercrime. The majority of cybercrime is conducted by hackers or cybercriminals who are after financial gain. However, there are times when cybercrimes ties to harm systems or networks. for factors other than financial gain also. These might be either personal or political, or like killing a person also. Cybercrime can be committed by both individual and groups of people. Some online criminals are well organized, employ cutting edge methods, and have extensive technical skills. Some hackers are still newbies. In Indian laws that penalize cybercrimes, in a number of statutes and even in regulations framed by various regulators, are like acts like the Information Technology Act of 2000 and the IPC Act of 1860 penalize a number of cybercrimes, and unsurprisingly, there are many provisions in the IPC and the IT Act that overlap with each other. Digital evidence can be found in Indian legal framework in Indian Evidence Act of 1872 and IT Act of 2000. The technology world fantasizes India and rest of the world. The Digital India Information Technology Campaign provides equitable chances for all to utilize and access information, save data, and analyze internet usage. Digital and electronic form of evidence has turned into an omnipresent part of cyber investigations with the objective to extend further than computers uh, and do explicit crime. The coordination with other functionaries of the criminal justice system, such as prosecutors, defense attorneys, and judges, are also crucial for a successful prosecution. The IT Act of 2000 and its amendments are based on United Nations Commission on International Trade law, that is UNICITRAL, the model law on electronic commerce. The IT Act 2000 was amended to allow the admissibility of digital evidences. Now we will see what Information Technology Act says. The electronic and what the term electronic form of evidence means. In section 79A of Information Technology Act 2000 defines the meaning of electronic form of evidence. As the term electronic form of evidence refers to any information probative value that is stored or transferred in electronic form, including computer evidence, digital audio, digital video, cell phones, and digital fax machines. In Indian Evidence Act 1872, we can prove the contents of documents either by primary or by secondary evidence. And admissibility of electronic evidence is given under the amendment of Indian Evidence Act 1872 under section 65B. We can prove the contents of documents either by primary or by secondary evidence. The provision of section 62 defines primary evidence as when the document itself produced for the inspection of the court, like the original hard drive or the original document that is electronic, comes that is primary evidence. And secondary evidence in section 63 clause 2 as certified copies made from the original by mechanical processes which in themselves ensure the accuracy of the copy, and copies compared with such copies. Like if we attain a certified copy of a document from the court and government, then that is a secondary evidence. It is on discretion of the court that it takes the secondary evidence and make it admissible under it or not. Like in the case of State versus Navjot Sandhu, it was held that it is not in dispute that the information contained in the call records is stored in huge servers which cannot be easily moved and produced in the court. Hence, printouts taken from the computer servers by mechanical processes and certified by a responsible official of the service providing company can be led in evidence through a witness who can identify the signature of the certifying officers or otherwise speak of the facts based on his personal knowledge. Irrespective of the compliance with the requirements of Section 65B, there is no bar to addition secondary evidence under the other provisions of the Evidence Act. In this case, it was the court ordered that how evidence can be admissible in a court which is electronic. Thank you, and this was my presentation on the topic of analytical research on digital evidence in cybercrimes. Thank you.